In this video, we're going to show you how to integrate an existing Rollbar project with Jira. But before we begin, let's make sure we level set and discuss a few assumptions before we continue. Number one, we're assuming you have an existing Rollbar project that's actually received some errors. And number two, that you have a Jira account that's been integrated with Rollbar. So we jump over here to the UI, and as you can see, we have a new Rollbar project that's received some recent errors. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and set up the Jira integration. So I'm going to go ahead and select settings. I'm going to go ahead and type in the name of my project here, and under integrations I'm going to select notifications. And if we scroll down here, we can see all of our available notifications. We want to go ahead and select Jira. Okay, and then I need to choose my particular credentials. If you haven't set up your Jira account or linked it with Rollbar before, it'll prompt you on how to do that. It's very simple instructions. We're going to go ahead and click on Connect to Jira, which will actually set up the integration for this particular project. So we've got the basics set up here. We have the Jira project. I'm picking my project issue type. I'm going to set to task. These can be customized however you want. So I'm going to say for reactivated, I'm going to say to do. I'm going to change resolve to done. If I wanted to pass in custom fields, I could do that here, but for the sake of this discussion, we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and click Save Our Settings. And a couple other things to point out. These are out-of-the-box default rules for this integration with Jira. Now, this is generally our approach with all of the out-of-the-box integrations. We create some default rules. But you can go in and you can edit these and customize these to be as specific as you want. Maybe I'm only interested in an error that's critical, and if the environment's in production, and the framework is PHP, and the file name. So as you can see here, I can get as granular as I want with this, so that I'm only going to be sending items into Jira that are truly important to me and my team. I'm going to cancel that. We've saved these settings. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump back over to the items page, and we're going to drill into a particular item. And as you can see here now, it says create Jira issue. So if we didn't have the integration set up with Jira, you wouldn't see this, but we can tell it's working because we've got this set up. So you might ask at this point, well, why would I want to set up an integration between Rollbar and Jira? Well, if you're obviously using Jira and you're using Rollbar, you actually can manage Jira tasks and issues within the context of the Rollbar GUI without having to toggle back and forth between Rollbar and Jira. So it really can help your developers be more efficient and save time. So in this example, let's go ahead and actually create an existing Jira issue, which we did, and we can actually view this particular item in Jira as well. Let's go ahead and log in. So while that's loading, I just wanted to point out a couple of other things here. If I decided I wanted to link this particular item with a different Jira issue, I could do that here, or I could even unlink this issue and say, you know what, I made a mistake, I want to link it to a different Jira issue. Have the ability to do that as well. As you can see here, we actually created this item in Jira. Here is the actual exception, and then we have the link to the Rollbar item here, which is great. So if we go back over here, we could actually say that we've resolved this particular issue. So we go back and look at the Jira issue, and we click on history, we can see that it's actually updating the status for this particular Jira item as we're clicking through it in Rollbar. Okay, so maybe I want to reopen this issue. I resolved it, but it didn't actually fix. I could go back here and look in Jira and see that the status has actually been updated. So we click on history, we should see that. Okay. So a lot of customers and teams use this feature. This is probably one of our most common integrations with Rollbar, integrating with Jira. Obviously, a lot of teams and companies use it. Just one or two other things I wanted to point out, and that is what we were demoing here was the cloud version of Jira. We also actually integrate with the on-prem version of Jira. You don't get the complete workflow like I showed you here, but you still can use Jira that's on-prem with Rollbar as well. So hopefully that gave you some overview on how to use Rollbar with Jira and the benefits. Reach out to us or go check out the website for more information.